Welcome to the next episode, or newest episode of Deck Has Nothing Else to Do. So he's just talking into a microphone behind a wonderful, beautiful, self-made avatar and drinking water. Wait. Well, my throat's drying up. I spent all morning monologuing. So I'm sorry if my wonderful method of speaking isn't as up to standard. Actually, I only have 3 videos. There isn't really much of a standard. Actually, now that I think about it, making 3 videos in not too much time. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting distracted because I have a wonderful tale. The tale of a kid named Nikita. Now, Nikita was a weird-ass kid. I mentioned in my previous video. You probably haven't watched it. It just came out. And if you're watching this the moment it comes out, you're not. You're lying. It's a brand new, wonderful tale. And I thought I'd share it with you. Now, I mentioned that he bit our math teacher, Miss Vertus, I think. Either Vertus or Geiger, I don't know. But he bit our math teacher in the forearm, jumped out of a window, and got chased down by a janitor. That was the highlight of his career. But there's one more story about Nikita that I wanted to share. Now, you see, here's the unique thing about Nikita is that I kept running into this kid. No matter where I went, no matter where I turned, this kid follows me. I'm pretty sure he goes to my current school, and I just haven't met him yet. But anyway, Mr. Nikita and I went to summer camp together. And we have some wonderful, wonderful tales of him bullying little children and me tattling on him. But one story in particular involves him tying me to a post, like a fence post. We did as a game, you know how kids used to play cowboys and Indians back in the day, where people weren't freaking out about it being politically incorrect. Well, we were doing something similar, but we weren't calling it that. We were calling it Folter, which means torture in German. So you know that this was going to go great. And pretty much it involves tying people to fence posts and trying to see if they can escape. There wasn't any actual torture involved until it was my turn because, yeah. So, anyway, kids are just being kids, dumping water over my head. It was all in good fun. I approved of everything until this bitch, Nikita, the bastard, the dastardly scum, kicks me in the nuts. And, now how do you expect me to react? Now, if you kick a 10-year-old in the nuts, what do you think's gonna happen? You think he's just gonna sit there silently? Well, no. You see, despite my lack of a voice when speaking to this wonderful microphone, I can scream quite loudly. I rarely ever do it. There's really no need. But this was one of those times. I yelled so fucking loud that I'm pretty sure birds evacuated the area. I'm pretty sure other kids thought that someone was getting murdered. So, of course, a bunch of people, a bunch of the teenagers watching over us, ran up to see what the situation called for. And they saw a kid being tied to a fence post, so some other kid was kicking him in the nuts. So, of course, he got reprimanded for it. He didn't get punished whatsoever. I mean, what are they going to do? Call his mom? His mom probably wouldn't answer. I mean, come on, what do you think? You have to be from a messed up household to be like that. But anyway, long story short, our buddy Nikita, I was not allowed near him, and he wasn't allowed near me after that one. But we still played that stupid game despite it, and no one ever kicked me in the nuts. They just did the normal thing of pouring water over your head and watching. It was actually really fun, now that I think about it. It was just kind of a water fight, but you couldn't defend yourself. Yeah, it was fun. Okay, trust me. I know it sounds outrageous and irresponsible, but it was very fun. Summer camp was fun, aside from Nikita constantly kicking me in the nuts. Well, he did it twice, kicking me while I was tied up to a fence post, and I just kept screaming, and it worked. So, moral of the story, if you're ever tied to a fence post and getting kicked in the nuts, just yell, and a bunch of teenagers in summer camp uniforms will come and save the day. Thank you. I forget. Yeah, I remember the guy who helped me. His name was Zoe, something along those lines. But it was a dude whose name was Zoe. Yeah, Zoe. Zoe. I don't really know what kind of a name that was, but I still remember it was either Zoe or Zoe. Thank you, man. We appreciate you. Me and my one subscriber would like to thank you, and if you ever need anything, I have mass influence. My first video got 12 views, you know? Okay, that's about it for today. Arrivederci. Yes, that was a JoJo's reference. I've out myself now. See ya.